Hello, primary school students. This is Mr. McAllister, and I am going to talk to you today about drawing animals using some simple shapes. This book is written by a man named Ed Emberly, and he's from America, and he likes to draw simple pictures, illustrations. He's well known for some of his children's books, but he has a lot of drawing books. This one is all about animals, and I thought that'd be a fun way to start. At the very beginning of the school year, I always like to tell my students that they can draw anything they want using 5 elements of shape. Those 5 elements are a dot, or a circle shape, or a straight line, or a curved line, or a bent line. Now your curved line might look different than my curved line, and your straight line might be short or long, thick or thin. Your circle might be close to a perfect circle, or it might be more like a bean, and your dot could be big or small, but it's colored in with the dots. Now that is one way of thinking about it. Mr. Ed Emberly, he talks about using an alphabet of shapes and letters. So he's got triangles, circles, rectangles, and these letters which we're learning in school: Y, J, L, C, D, S, V, W, M, or U. But really, all of these letters are bent lines and curved lines, bent lines, curved lines. So if we can use our eyes carefully, we'll be able to see all kinds of bent lines and curved lines, maybe some letters that make up a drawing. I think for today we'll try and draw a few different kinds of animals. The first kind of animal we can draw together is a turtle. And it is very easy. If you can make the letter D, you can make a turtle. But you have to make the D on its side. So this is the straight edge of the letter D. And the curved line goes around and down from this side of the line to this side, around and down. Now that we have a D, we can give it some bent lines, one at the back and one at the front, and a few short straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty close already to being a turtle. Now if we make a few straight lines that go across the D shape, straight line 1, straight line 2, and maybe a few more straight lines. 1, 2, 3. Now that gives you the idea of a turtle. We might want to give it a little dot on its head to show you that it's a turtle. Or we could color it in different ways to show turtle. The next animal I want to try and draw is a fish. And first we need a D shape. And we need a triangle shape. If we have that triangle, which is a bent line, and this curved line, we have the body of the fish. If I make another triangle on the back of my fish, that's another bent line. And now you see a fish tail. And I could take a few light triangles on the back of my fish on the top And on his bottom, that looks like some fins to me. You could think of this as a W line and this as an M line. We need an eyeball and maybe some happy face. Now, of course, you could color this in with crayons or markers to give your fish some color. But that wasn't too hard. If you want to draw a bird, we can draw a bird together. Again, we're going to start with our D shape. Only this time, instead of it going on its back, we're going to roll the D shape onto his tummy. There's a D on his tummy. And we can draw the head over here and the tail of the bird over here. So I will now draw a triangle shape back here. That's a bent line and a straight line. That makes a triangle. And over on this tip of the letter D, I will draw a circle. When I have a circle and a tail, I need one more triangle right here. I'm going to put the dot right here next to my circle, and then I will draw a bent line that goes into the dot and away from the dot. Now I have made the beak. All I need to do now is add some straight lines. I'll make 1, 2 straight lines, and one right here to separate the top of the beak from the bottom of the beak. And then I'll make some very short lines for my talons, the bird feet. My bird does not have an eye yet, so I'll make a smaller circle inside of my circle, and then I'll make a dot. Maybe if I make a few curved lines here, I can see a wing. Now we have a turtle, a fish, and a bird. Now I would like to try and draw a cat. I switched to a marker so that you can see it better in the video. But you can use a pencil. That way, if you make a mistake, you can always erase. So for a cat, we just do the D shape again. This time the D will start on its back. And then we do another D shape. Also on its back. This D shape is going up, around, and down like that. No problem so far. Next, we'll add the ears by giving 2 bent lines. 1, 2. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to start the nose with a thick line right down the middle. And I want to show the back legs of my cat. So I'm going to be on the edge of this shape, the lower D. I'm going to do a long line down. And on the opposite side, over on this side, I'll do another long line down. And in the middle, I want to show the front legs. So I'll give 2 shorter lines. Now we see back legs and front legs and just a little bit of the cat's tummy. Let's go back up to the nose and make a small upside down triangle for the kitty's nose. For the eyes, we can use some dots. 1, 2 dots up on the face. And let's make dots for the feet of this cat. We should have 1 dot here, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I'm not sure if I think my cat looks just like a cat yet. As I think about it, I'd like to see my cat smiling a little bit, so I'm going to make a W line. Just right there. You might be able to see that. And maybe a cat needs a tail. That's a curved line. It goes straight for a little while and then curls. Kind of like the letter J. If you wanted to add whiskers, you'd need a thinner line than what I have, but I might do 1, 2 curved lines, 1, 2 on both sides. Now I have a good looking cat drawing. I also like big cats, dangerous jungle cats, and this one is the king of the jungle. This is the lion. I'm going to start drawing the lion with a rectangle. I will make a rectangle like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. The sides are longer than the top and the bottom. That is the head shape of my lion. And now I will make a U shape, bent line, underneath the rectangle. Next, I want to make a small rectangle in the middle of the large rectangle, but it's starting on the top edge of my rectangle and going almost halfway down from the top to the bottom of the large rectangle. Now I'm going to make a triangle at the bottom of my little rectangle by making a bent line. And I could color that in. Let's give our lion some ears with 2 circles. 1, 2. And let's give our lion some eyes with another pair of circles. 1, 2. And a dot in the middle of each eye. Well, he's looking all right. Now I will make a straight line that's short beneath the nose. And then I will make a bent line that goes from the bottom of the rectangle up to that line and then down to the other side. Well, this is starting to take shape now. I think it's time to add some teeth. With a zigzag line or a bent line, we can go up, down, up, down, up, down. Now that lion looks like he has some sharp teeth. If you have a skinny pencil, you could add lots of sharp teeth. Now I think we'll add some whiskers. And so we'll start in the middle of his cheek and go up. And we'll start in the middle of his cheek and go down. And then maybe 2 that are straight out. 1, 2. Let's do the same thing on the other side. A curved line up and a curved line down. Then two straight lines that go away from the middle. I think my lion is looking pretty good, but there's one more thing every king of the jungle has, and that is a mane. So take your pencil or your marker or your crayon and make long hairs that go away from the face. I like to make some that are short and some that are longer, and some that are kind of medium, and a few down here, and a few up here that go away from his ears. Now that looks like a lion to me. I hope you're happy with your drawings, and we'll do more again soon.